Hello everyone! I've got a bit of a different topic for you today. Something that I feel like a lot of people are curious about, yet not that many people actually know the answers to it. And that is the world of YouTubers and YouTubing, and also more specifically monetizing on YouTube and having a monetized channel. People do ask me what it's like, what kind of earnings they can expect if they were to open a YouTube channel, and just like what's the reality of doing this, all the ins and outs of being on YouTube. And to be quite honest with you, I actually never really knew like the reality or the actual potential behind being monetized on YouTube and what that could actually mean for someone. I always kind of thought that it's just kind of, peanuts in terms of money. You couldn't actually just live off that YouTube money or advertising money that YouTube would pay you from those ads that pop up on the videos. That was kind of my understanding of it, and that's what I thought. Until I started following more closely people who were monetized and who were actually teaching on YouTube about using the algorithm to your advantage and how to do it and how it all worked and what actually they were earning and what different other YouTubers earn. And I was just mind blown to realize just what a lucrative business being on YouTube can be and being monetized on YouTube can be. And we're talking passive income of thousands of dollars every single month, which is more than enough for a comfortable life. So I only really started learning about that about 2 years ago when I was still living on the Gold Coast. My channel wasn't monetized at that stage, but I had a YouTube channel that I would sort of sporadically upload something to. I just felt like it was just good practice for my business. My main source of income was sessions with clients. I would run them either in person, where I would hire a session room somewhere in a clinic, or I would see my clients over Zoom. And I did actually try at some point, maybe a year prior to that, monetize my channel. I tried to do it myself, but I failed. I just couldn't get through the process. I was rejected, and so I thought, okay, well, maybe because of the topic of my main channel, and so I'm talking about that main channel here where I talk about sexual education, and I figured maybe it's the topic, like they don't like my topic, so they're not gonna monetize me. That's fine. That was never really my idea to be a YouTuber, so I was quite okay with just continuing to run my business, the way I did, until a friend of mine actually sat down with me, and he already had quite a lot more experience with YouTube than I did, and he sat down with me and he actually guided me through that monetization process, through that application, and as a result of that, I was admitted and I was accepted to YouTube's partnership program. So that was a nice surprise and a bit of a shock that, oh my god, I could have been monetized, all along, and making possibly some kind of money from it. So that happened about 2 years ago. Since then, my main channel really grew. At the moment, it stands at about 310,000 subscribers, which is very significant and much bigger than this channel, the vlogging channel, which came along much later. So at this stage, I've got 2 YouTube channels. One of them, my main business channel, the sex education channel, that has been monetized for 2 years now, and my second channel, this channel, the vlogging channel, has not been monetized yet. And the reason why this channel hasn't been monetized yet is very simple. There are certain requirements that your channel needs to meet in order to be eligible for that partnership program on YouTube. So the 2 kind of main things are having at least 1,000 subscribers, which this channel, the vlogging channel, already has. But the second requirement is a bit tougher, and that is to accumulate at least 4,000 public watched hours. So that's like the total of watched hours that all your videos accumulated over the space of last 12 months. I started running this channel in late December last year, so it's been about 11 months at this stage, and I believe at the moment I accumulated about 3,924 hours from memory. And so I'm really watching that counter on my YouTube channel, because I'm so close to that 4,000 mark, at which point I'll be able to apply to be accepted to the monetization program, to the partnership program. And so let's actually talk earnings for a little bit, because this is a big part of this conversation. When I mentioned before about these kind of amazing possibilities that are out there for YouTubers who are making videos and gathering an audience and having a high viewership, that actually depends on a few things again. And one of them is the topic or the theme of your channel. Because my main channel has got to do with sexual education, it is considered as one of those restricted topics, which means that I do not get too many ads on my sex education channel. Basically, whenever an advertiser wants to put up an ad on YouTube, they can choose where they want their ads to be displayed and whether they want them on the kind of general topic non-restricted channels, or they want those ads to also appear on the restricted channels, which can show topics related to sexuality or maybe guns, I believe, or violence, or that kind of more tricky topics maybe to discuss. So because of that, with my level of subscribers and viewership, I should be making a lot of money with that partnership program on YouTube, but I'm not, because I am in that restricted category. However, this channel, this vlogging channel, qualifies as the kind of more general kind of topics and themes. And so once I am monetized, if approved by YouTube, I will be able to get a sort of more normal level of ads on my channel and on my videos. Obviously, my level of subscribers is much lower here than on my main channel, and so the views I receive here are much lower as well. Currently on my main channel, I get about 100,000 views per day across all of my videos, whereas here on this channel, it's closer to maybe 500 views per day, something like that, which is still significant and still amazing, but nowhere near the 100,000 views per day kind of mark. But this channel, the vlogging channel, really is something that I just do for the joy of doing it. However, I am also aware that when it comes to the earnings from this channel, sky is the limit, because there's no restrictions here. So then why am I still posting on my main channel, even though YouTube is only paying me peanuts for, in terms of the advertising revenue? To me, YouTube is this amazing platform where I can share my message and share the lessons that I want to share with anybody in the world, while YouTube is giving me access to millions of people. There's so many viewers on YouTube every single day. It's just mind-blowing that I get access, and potentially I can be seen by millions of people every month, as long as people enjoy my videos and enjoy the content, and as long as my videos are actually valuable and helpful to my audience. I also do have other products that I can sell through my videos, like my online courses, like my one-on-one coaching through Zoom. So that's definitely valuable in terms of getting that kind of exposure to people all over the world without having to actually pay for any ads. But after having all this experience on YouTube and being here for a number of years now, including 2 years being monetized, and for the last year working on a brand new YouTube channel, the vlogging channel that could be monetized fairly soon, my experience with all of that is that YouTube is really, really worth it. So if you are thinking about opening a YouTube channel and wondering if that's good for you, like, could you get monetized, etc., just be aware that getting monetized is actually a very long-term goal. For me, it's taken so far 11 months and I'm still not monetized, and I'm posting every single week, once or twice a week, maybe 3 times sometimes if I'm traveling and there's a lot happening. So that's a lot of work for no financial return whatsoever. But that's the thing about being an entrepreneur. Like, if that's what you want, if that's your path, if that's what calls you, you will need to put in a lot of time, effort, and hours to create something that will eventually start bringing income. It's obviously not for everyone. Not everybody wants to be on camera or wants to create videos, or for not everybody it even aligns with their model of business or what they're doing and creating in the world. And I think that when you are making this kind of decision around, should I look into this? Would that be a good idea for me, my business, or my passion, or whatever it is that you would like to be putting on YouTube? I feel like there are 3 things that you need to look at and think about. And first of all, is this something that you're going to enjoy doing? Can you see yourself doing it and actually getting joy and excitement and satisfaction from it? Because if not, it will be very hard for you to persevere and to keep doing it for long enough to actually become monetized or start getting some kind of financial benefits from it. Second of all, is this something that is going to serve the world? Are you helping the world somehow? Like, are you going to attract that audience, whether it's purely for entertainment or education or motivation and inspiration or anything else that you're kind of contributing? If you're not contributing in some kind of a way that will attract your audience, then, well, you'll be just creating videos for yourself and you will not attract that audience and that viewership that you could then turn into financial gains. And then there's the third part, which is the financial aspect of things. Is all the effort and time that you're going to put into this, is it going to be worth it when it comes to the financial aspect of things? If you're creating things that you cannot monetize in a way that makes sense, in that kind of effort versus reward ratio, then it's not really a business, it's more of a hobby. And if that's what you want, then that's perfectly fine. But if it's meant to be a business, then you need to be realistic with yourself. Because if you're going to be working 12 hours a day for $100 per month, then that's just a waste of your time. And you could be making a lot more money in a different kind of adventure or in a different kind of position. And something that really works also well with YouTube is actually Patreon, which I didn't use for many years either when I was on YouTube. This is something I only really looked into earlier this year, and I actually created an account on Patreon as well. So this is something that really can work very well for YouTube creators, actually supplementing their YouTube income, if they are getting any, with income from Patreon, meaning that they are actually getting support from their audience. And Patreon has been really wonderful to me. I already have a bit of a community that is supporting me with monthly donations, and there's new people joining every month. So I have such a gratitude for my audience and for people who not only watch but who also choose to show that support and that love and that care through a little financial donation and financial support. By the way, you guys are amazing and I am so incredibly grateful. I hope that this helps. I hope that it answers some questions you might have had about monetization. Please make sure to leave me a like and a comment below, or another question you might have about monetization, because I'll be very happy to answer anything, any questions or any doubts you guys might have. Bye!